And hello and welcome to another episode of Infobotts. This is episode number 54, and I am your host, author Frederick Fishman, where today and every day we are sponsored by me. So for links to all my books, apparel, and gear, go to my main Infobotts website at infobotts.com, spelled with 2 T's at the end, infobotts.com. You can also help us out and show your support by visiting our Patreon page at patreon.com/Infobotts Podcast. Okay, let's get started. Will we as humans, looking up into the night sky, really and ever fully understand the nature, structure, and architecture of the universe? I ask this question because we are constantly discovering something new in deep space that we have never seen before. Astronomers have discovered 4 faint objects at radio wavelengths that are clearly circular and brighter along the edges. The objects, looking like distant ring-shaped islands, have been designated as ORCs, or odd radio circles. All objects that have been discovered like this are not part of our Milky Way and are around 1 arc minute across. The moon's diameter is 31 arc minutes for comparison. Astronomers seem to agree that these objects are not supernovas, star-forming galaxies, planetary nebula, or gravitational lensing, which is a magnifying effect due to the bending of space-time by nearby humongous large objects. Astronomers speculate that perhaps the objects discovered are shock waves left over from some extragalactic event or possibly activity from a radio galaxy. Christine Speckens, astronomer with the Royal Military College of Canada and Queen's College, said that the objects may well point to a new phenomena that we have not yet probed yet. She said that these ORCs are bright at radio wavelengths, but invisible in the visible, infrared, and X-ray light. But 2 of the objects at the center are visible. 2 of the objects are close together, so they may be linked. These objects were discovered by the Evolutionary Map of the Universe, or EMU project, using the Australian Square Kilometre Array Pathfinder, or ASKP radio telescope, which has an array of 36 dish antennas from July to November 2019. I have more than likely lost you after the first paragraph of the episode. For this, I apologize. But for those of you who often consider the nature, structure, and architecture of our universe and our place in it, this is a goldmine of information. As a science fiction writer, it is this type of data from which exploratory fictional stories are born. I speculate that maybe these structures are alien-made, gigantic radio telescopes looking back at us, studying us, or communicating and controlling their own alien spacecraft, headed straight for us at this very moment, getting ready to pounce. And that is why I find these stories and discoveries like this of space structures just discovered in the skies above our head so fascinating. If I hear or read about anything new in our heavens heretofore never seen, I will let you know right here on Infobotts. So now you know. I want to thank you very much for listening to another episode of the Infobotts Podcast. And if you would like to support everything that we do here, please go to our Infobotts website at patreon.com. That's patreon.com/Infobotts Podcast. Join us again for another episode of Infobotts. Bye-bye.